lead. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Antonio Brown, 52 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, Parker, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him is one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
The dangerous hill now to return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
First down, Mayfield. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit!
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Gone! Over!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. McCoy. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Crosby puts it through, And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Detroit! Back there! Here we go!
On 1st and 10, Young. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Steve Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Hey, right on view. They set up the screen and complete it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught at the Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Young now after the fumble recovery. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Leopard! Detroit! Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The return man is Hill. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Randy Moss, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It got his man. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's McCoy. The spin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Young on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick.
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one?
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Young now, and this one is incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jordan Reed from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Barely got the extra point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Bailey now to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Browns offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll go again to McCoy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Leopard!
2nd down, Mayfield. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And Brooks has it over the middle. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Leopard!
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz now on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Wentz. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. And at the end of it, he stretched. Ball comes loose. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
On the left.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Run. Lion.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Lion.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he's got room. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Black. Run. 82.
Working from the gun. Wentz going up top. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Listen.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
Mayfield now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Williams running left and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Wentz. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Well, the former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Detroit! Gone!
First down, Mayfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Fletcher Cox able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. 82.
Wentz now to throw. Left side complete. It's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. This give is to McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Leopard! Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Leopard! Leopard!
They run it here. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Crosby puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they'd manage the clock exactly right.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Straight 15, straight 15.
He'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. They'll look to throw. And he'll win it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Run. 82.
Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count.
Now the ball comes loose. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! Gun! Gun!
A give to McCord. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.